Hello. Didn't see you come in. Wait. How long have they been here?
Long enough.
Let's try that again. Welcome to Dork Tales. I am Simon, and I will be running this excellent group of people through The Lot of Liars, Episode 2, a Changeling the Lost game set in Ottawa, Canada. You can watch the previous episode to know exactly what happened, but we are beginning a couple of days, let's say 2 days, January 2nd, at 2024, roughly in the evening, 2 days after the game, the last session finished. The group found the dead body of their freehold mate, freehold member, colleague-ish person, Lyman, stabbed through the upper torso area and heart, lying upon in the snow at their doorstep. Bringing his body in to their hollow, the spring courtier Jocelyn contacted the rest of her court, to which Lyman belonged, and, well, we'll see how that all went when we begin. But we'll go around, introduce the cast and who they're playing. Yes? Okay, so we'll start with Kelly.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kelly. I'm normally in the hot seat over there, but tonight I'm in this hot seat right here, playing none other than Brodie. Both of us use he and him as our pronouns, and I am excited to be coming back to this. And actually, now that it's not episode 1 and the tech is all kind of set up, I get to worry about playing the character, which I'm very excited about. So it's gonna be great. Back to you, Simon.
All right. Then next we have Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Isobel Gage. She is the bring up character sheet, darkling notary of the autumn court of the group, and a law student librarian. So studying, but.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Next, Amy.
Oh, that's me. Hi. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, and I am playing Jocelyn Brokat, the, swimmer skin fairest of the spring court.
Excellent. And then next, Kal.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kelle. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Beauregard, who uses he, him pronouns. He is a reborn, seeming as beast, and he's from the summer court, and we're excited to get to the bottom of this and crack some skulls.
All right, and then tech sorted out, I think.
Let's find out.
Okay, last but not least, Kelle.
Hi, I'm Kelle from up the road. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Agent Dale Trooper. Not really Agent Dale Trooper, but she's, kind of an agent in her own mind. And she also uses she, her pronouns, and she is kind of more of a work in the shadows, private eye, the girl who gets things done. And hopefully she gets to find out a little bit more about what's happening tonight.
All right. Okay, and so we will begin, unless there's any sort of pre-stuff that you need.
I would love to talk about our sponsor for the night, Bookworm Games. Y'all know about Bookworm Games, don't you? Bookworm Games is the fantastic place where you can get dice at 15% off by using code DorkTales. There's even some World of Darkness inspired dice, like these amazing Gemstone Mage the Ascension dice, or Mage the Ascension inspired. Legally distinct. But they're fantastic. There's some great ones that are for vampire, wraith, werewolf, all inspired by their fantastic company. Go support them. They're wonderful, and very soon they're going to be putting out modules that I'm writing for. So that's going to be fun. You can buy my book. Buy my book. That's what I got. Thanks so much.
Okay. All right, good plug. Buy his book.
Buy my book.
Will be sort of subtly inserted into numerous scenes this episode. People will be plugging their own material. All right, let's begin. It's evening on January 2nd, 2 days now since since winter's night and spring's dawn and the death of the spring courtier Lyman. The morning of the new year dawned gray and cold and really, really fucking depressing, above and beyond what had happened. The spring court monarch, Solomon, responded to Jocelyn's text very rapidly when he woke that day. And in short time, he and a few others came by to retrieve the body of their fallen courtier. The call went out to the freehold in general. The Man Street irregulars, or what remains of them, or the former members of them, have become even more withdrawn than before, now being down to only a few members remaining, regrettably. And not much more has been said since. Solomon and the other few have kind of gone, not radio silence, but they're really leaning into this. It's winter time, and let's be morose and introspective, even if we are the court of desire. Jocelyn, any sort of messages that weren't in person have been kind of answered with almost a boilerplate response, like, we're fine, we'll get back to you soon, or he's busy, can't talk right now, etc., etc. It really does kind of seem like she's just being like, rebuffed. The rest of the group, the motley, my assumption is that they, despite the loss, might sort of return to business as usual over this time. Whether that's working at Luna Coffee, a new chain, West Coast chain that has dominated the Ottawa coffee market, having thoroughly crushed Second Cup, Bridgehead, and the Happy Goat, bringing them into their grand coffee empire. However, stopped at the door of Tim Hortons, which has endured and withstood this onslaught of corporate takeover. Slinging coffee behind the bar has been Brodie, while having on breaks time to research his latest contract. A fetch that belongs to a semi-new member of the freehold. Don't know particularly well yet, and but was rather adamant that she wanted. She had a bone to pick with this imposter living her life, and would very much like you to remove them, regardless of the fallout.
Yeah, I can do that. What's her name? I guess both of them, technically.
Right, yes, of course. So the hold on. Let me. This is actually a summer courtier who just goes by Alice. Not much of a looking glass type, but not the most what's the word? The most aggressive kind of she's a darkling, which is an interesting take on summer, and would like you to get rid of her her fetch, also named Alice. She seems to be going by her proper name. So this is a. Oh, is this where I make the statement that any resemblance or names similar to real people are purely coincidental?
No, that was in the intro.
That was in the intro. Okay, great.
That was in the intro. It's all good. It's all good. We got
good.
So if you're a darkling summer courtier named Alice, you can't sue us.
Nope. And the real Alice Desjardins, sorry, you can't either, because I don't
have any money.
Everyone knows that if you say that you can't sue us before or after any statement, you just can't.
You can't.
Legally bound. Yeah.
Legally bound.
Accurate.
It's like, you got to admit if you're a cop, you got to say that you can't sue us.
That's right.
And we've got the law student notary backing us up on this too, right?
Yeah,
who would know better?
confirm, right?
Not a cop.
So you're given an address, you're given a general routine.
She live by herself? Does she live with others? Like what am I walking into here?
Yeah, that's the thing. My family's still there. We got kids, my husband.
Huh.
I think my brother-in-law's living there now.
Okay, and you like all of these people, right? Like you don't want to cause them. Are you trying to reinsert?
I think that's what my goal is here. Yeah.
Okay. Does she jog? Does
She
go out? What does she do?
My eldest plays hockey, and I bet you she'll be the one like dropping him off.
All right.
Well, it will be the one dropping him off.
Don't worry about pronouns. I get what you mean. It doesn't really. It's okay. All right. Hockey's super early in the morning. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
I got it.
Great. As soon as you can.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, what do you call them? Grandes? Just give me a large coffee.
One big boy. Do you want whip with that?
You're asking if I want whipped cream on my big boy?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Whipped cream. All right. So yeah, that's what he's gonna do, and he's gonna look for a way to do this that is going to
traumatize the fewest people possible.
Exactly. Ooh, actually, he might have something. He might have something real easy. I just have to check Ermine's winter coat. One moment.
Mm-hmm. We'll while you do that, we'll go through the rest of the group. Beau has picked up back at the gym. New set of a few new people have come in with the new month. Some new members and some people who have been just sort of given membership. And pretty early on the first, your, I don't know how would you best describe him in one word? Client, protege, ward, Raymond is in, wailing away on a punching bag. He's not, his form is shit, let's put it that way. He doesn't seem to have the control that you've been working on him with. And, you know, he would be leaving himself open to too many hits.
All right. Well, let's we'll take advantage of that. We'll not gonna like break this guy's ribs, but like let him feel it. Can't get better if he thinks he's already the best.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So just get in there and get in the ring.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the two of you start squaring off and practicing the sweet science and jabs, hooks,
he wants
and
to spar. Yeah.
He does. And you can see getting closer now. He's got what seems to be healing bruise on his cheek, a kind of fresh cut just on his forehead. Not too long, not too deep, but more than a scratch. And he's favoring his right leg.
So, what's all that about? You taking this outside?
What? No. I don't know what you're talking about. No, taking what outside? This?
Yeah. What's all that about? You got in a fight?
Yeah, it's Mark.
Who's that?
He's my my younger brother's new best friend. And I told him to stay away. Things got ugly, So, back at it, right?
Wait. The people in the gang bugging your brother?
Yeah.
And is your brother letting them bug him? Or does he think he's got the coolest new best friends?
He thinks he's being hazed.
Did you figure out what is this? Is this like a small gang?
They're if there was like
We're taking down the Hells Angels today, baby. Let's go.
If there was like a baby biker gang, in the sense of like this is like the youth wing or the kiddos, they would be part of that. They're like the hangers on and the and kind of the rookies to a much bigger club that extends out into Quebec.
All right. Might have to make them a visit on my behalf. Don't worry, not on your behalf.
Could you roll streetwise and I don't know. Let's see here. Streetwise and load. There we are. Intelligence.
All right. Good thing I didn't make int my dump stat.
You just need one.
Right. And can I use contacts, or is that like a separate thing? Do I add context to that to know what I know, or is that like a scene where I go and talk to contacts? I'm not really.
Now let's make sure we're doing this specific to how it works. Because I am happy to use them as a die roll bonus, but I don't want to give the wrong impression that we're playing fast and loose with the rules.
Fast and loose, do it.
Okay, yeah. So you've got each instance of the merit is a sphere of contact.
Oh,
So like
okay, I see.
gangs or the fuzz or
Okay.
children's
Got
entertainers.
two in contacts from professional training. So
Right. And so if you want to get information through your contacts, it's a manipulation and one social skill relative. So in this case, if you want,
I can look into that in a different scene, but I'll just roll my streetwise. I have a crime specialty.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good. That would apply.
It's crime time.
It's crime time. All right. I have an 8, an 8, 6, 2, 3.
All right.
I think 8's are successes.
8s are successes. So you know that the gang proper, or the club, let's use proper terminology here, has a connection to the not the freehold, but a group known as the Margravate of the Brim, March Lords for short. They they're courtless and they claim domain over what the courts don't. They have a presence in the west of Ottawa, in the townships there in the Lanark Highlands, and then also a separate group of them to the east in Gatineau, Hull, and the regions around there.
That was Margravate of the Brim, or the March Lords.
Yeah, you can go with March Lords if you don't want to consistently say Margravate of the Brim.
I wrote it all down. Okay, cool.
Excellent.
And with that info, I can pursue other things, and I'll take a. This was Raymond I was talking to, right?
Yeah.
I'll take. Not going to push him for info or to what to do or whatever. We've been in that situation where he's told me already more than he wants to, and I'll just give him what he wants and give him a gentle paw, assuming he's wearing like the sparring gear, so he's not gonna
collapse if you give him a
pop him in the left on the left with jab.
All right, excellent. Okay, Isobel, where do you find yourself on the first day of the new year?
Oh, probably not back at school yet, so she'll find herself in the coffee shop.
The same one Brodie works at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Partially to annoy him, partially to stay in the loop of things, and partially to study.
Okay. Yep.
What are you studying?
Law, dingling. Just like
Yeah,
every other day. But
like
thanks for...
Well, what kind of laws?
Right now?
Yeah.
Public law. I don't know. Caitlan doesn't know. That's a great question that I hadn't thought of.
Well, here.
Copyright law.
Yeah,
Here's some
copyright law.
Here's some brain fuel. I'll set down the free coffee that she probably parasites off me.
Yeah.
So you do notice the newcomer sort of hold up the line as she sort of in a surly fashion kind of not grills, but occupies a fair bit of Brodie's time, and eventually passing him a small sheet of paper. Apparently not a holdup, though, just something else.
Got someone's number?
Yeah. Just a side hustle,
All right, whatever you do.
Does she know about your side hustle? Everyone knows about your side hustle?
I think so. I think inside of the courts, like it's an important job.
It is.
Yeah, true.
All right.
All right, I won't pry.
Okay.
The calmness of your study is interrupted by a newcomer to the coffee shop who sits down right across from you with a big grin on her face. Hey, I figured I'd find you here.
Oh, you know where to find me.
I do. Yep. Well, of course I do. Where else would you go, right?
Yeah, I thought you might have forgotten.
No. So Selma's got her bag clutched close to her chest.
What do you have?
Did you have a good
there?
break? Oh. Well, since you asked.
You're basically bursting at the seams to get me to ask you what was in the bag. I know your tells.
Okay. Okay. So I found this over the break. I was, poking through some secondhand handbook stores, and well, okay. So I didn't find anything in the section, right? Like it was all the same old stuff, and things I'd read already. But they threw out a box while I was there, and so I poked around just to see, and some harlequins, save them for later. But then there's this thing, and she reaches in and takes out it's the dimensions of like a trade paperback, but has a leather or leatherette, I'm not sure at this point, cover. It's black, and it has a little black string that is, kind of journal-like, holding it shut. And she says, I found this.
Ooh, that looks like a beast.
Yeah. Well, it's only about this thick, but
oh yeah,
but it looks like a beast.
Like it looks impressive, is where she's going with that.
Yeah. Do you know what this is?
Not off the top of my head.
So I can't read it because I don't. It's in cursive and Latin.
I see.
But
Do you think I can read Latin?
Can you?
Oh, I can parse little bits of it, I'm sure.
Okay, great. So you'll translate it for me?
Oh, okay. Well, it'll take me a little while. So don't. I can see you're spinning up that real happy little look on your face there.
I'll get you lunch.
Okay, you got yourself a deal. But don't expect it to come too quickly. It's going to take me time to figure this out.
That's okay. It looks It looks like it could be really, I don't know. I got this like feeling when I picked it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's that. I mean, I knew to look in the dumpster.
You felt pulled, compelled to? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Deal. I'll do it.
Great, thanks, Izzy.
Yeah, and my name's Isobel. Thanks.
Thanks, Isobel. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Okay. You don't really look like you need one, but you do your thing.
Decaf, maybe. And she gets up
Up to you. Your life choices.
and heads off. Okay.
Oh boy.
Does Isabel speak any Latin?
What a great question. I don't think I actually took any extra languages or anything.
Okay, that's fine. It can be a long-term
To the
process.
library.
Encyclopedic knowledge and library, but yeah. But yeah, we'll decode it. It'll be a thing. I now have an aspiration.
All right.
Long-term goal.
Yay. Okay. Dale. Though more used to working in the shadows under a streetlight, it looks like mystery has called to you at both times, then and in the grim cold light of the morning. Having already been sort of commissioned, but now there's this new thing on your doorstep.
Yeah.
How does Dale approach the new year?
Cautiously. Because who knows what it's going to bring. Very, very measured, managed expectations, we'll say. That's kind of her theme. Hope for better, but just not get your hopes up too high.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
And so
wanna get disappointed too early on.
reasonable.
Yeah.
What is Dale doing then?
Well, it's morning, so
Now keep in mind we'll
figuring-
be jumping to the day after in the evening after this. So
Yeah.
you've got some time to fill.
Yeah. I'm just not usually up this early. It's trying to figure out what normal people do. Probably drinking coffee first off, like everybody, and looking through the news reports, see what's come in, see anything that's happened overnight, anything that might pique her interest, something that would hit Google alerts, any search on automatic searches, looking for info just in the darkest corners, the darkest shadows, little nondescript places on the web.
Specifically related to
the murder, just if there's any chatter about it, just seeing what might come out. Has it made it to kind of the straight world, or is it still underground, or just what kind of information is out there?
Okay. So as of this time, there is nothing in the mundane world about it.
Okay, good.
There is, well, maybe about noon, which is just after Jocelyn gets the text. Oh, sorry, just after Solomon and the others come by to pick up Lyman's body. There is a brief message of, dear members of the last hanged man. It is with great sadness that we deliver this news. to begin the new year, but we have to report the passing of our friend Lyman of the Spring Court. He was beloved and cherished. We will miss him deeply. Please respect our silence at this time.
Okay. I mean, that's understandable. So hopefully it's not, hopefully that they don't stay quiet too long, or that they're, well, just means she'll have to go to other sources for information, hopefully. But understandable given the circumstances. You have to allow grieving time. So, well, then I guess she's gonna switch gears, start looking more into the books angle, see if coming at it from that side sheds any light.
Okay. Well, so it's probably not surprising that there isn't an official police report on this.
No, there wouldn't be, given what it is and probably who's involved.
But you do have obviously contacts for all the members of your court, including Slithery Pete, who brought it to you. You do also have one for Reese Night Whisper. So there are potentials you can speak through there. The court chat is kind of quiet. There's a shit, did you hear about Lyman? Fuck kind of thing. And just died all of a sudden. That's spooky.
Yeah, he was stabbed, wasn't he?
He was, but
he was. It wasn't
you know
kind of...
that.
Yeah. Okay. So they're keeping that part. Okay, they're keeping that quiet for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And they're not. And people aren't suspicious of that. Okay, whatever. That's fine. That might or might not be important. At the moment, probably not important.
Speculation seems to be that he probably got too drunk and froze to death.
And for right now, that probably suits the purposes of looking into it. As long as there's not too many other people suspicious or being nosy about it, then that's all the better. Okay. Then go after get more information about the books. Who Reese thinks might have taken them, or what kind of details, if she doesn't already have the details about the missing books in the first place.
So what she does have is that they're from the sort of backroom collection. There were, I don't immediately recall if I established how many, but 3 went missing.
Okay.
And the contents have not been revealed to you, but descriptions of them, yes, that they are, bound in human skin, inked in human blood.
Anything that's kept
monster
in the
faces
backroom collection is not going to be, like first edition Agatha Christie's or anything. So,
but all jokes aside, it seems that one of them is actually a pretty standard looking moleskin.
Okay.
One of them, you're told, came off the the shelves at Indigo, it was one of those like very kind of, this is a fancy looking old book cover, journal cover with a magnet lock on it.
Okay.
And then the last one's an older book. That one you've been asked just to be very careful with, as it itself does not have, could fall apart through mishandling. But it's an old one.
It's old and possibly in more fragile state. More fragile.
Yeah,
condition.
yeah, it's
Just
beat
due
up,
to age.
kind of red leather cover. Says that the cover text can't be made out anymore, but that if you see any, it's sort of like a guilt type on it.
Okay. 2 journals and a really, really old book. No, that doesn't sound sketchy at all.
Unfortunately, his cameras did not pick up the thief.
Yeah. That could be for. Yeah. Oh, was the store broken into, or was he there at the time?
He was not there.
Not there at the time. Okay. So definitely entered unlawfully.
That would be the suspicion.
Signs of a break-in, or was it was it professionally done, or just kind of like a true break and enter?
The best guess seems to be that it was professionally done.
Okay. Because who else would know what was in that back room? It's probably a very specific made to order job. Okay.
You're getting most of these in text responses, by the way.
Yeah.
Hence why we're not role playing any scene with
Yeah.
him. There is just.
Is Reese one of the somebody who's is he more comfortable with text, or is it just the circumstances of the day? That's just the best way to reach.
It seems to be
him?
the circumstances of the day.
Okay.
He's not opposed to meeting his. Like, the court has meetings.
Yeah.
But he's been told that it's actually it's sometimes easier for him to communicate, or rather, people receive his communication methods easier when it's in text, because he doesn't really show much in the way of emotion, and so it's really hard to read him. It's like basically he's texting without emojis and things like that when he's talking to you. He's stoic doesn't begin to describe it. He's just like, he's not a robot, but inside maybe he is.
Whatever floats your boat. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Does he have any ideas? Did he have anybody who was in the market for the book or interested in the books? Like, why these ones? Why at this time? That's the questions I would be asking. As
he has no idea.
He has no idea. Okay.
These were not for sale. They were not discussed. He doesn't participate in any sort of social media or message boards in which this may have come up. He is utterly clueless.
And if he's such a reticent kind of individual to start with, it's not like he would be discussing having these books in a collection, let alone that they're secret and probably very valuable / important / possibly dangerous. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Puzzle. Yeah. Okay.
So things for her to dwell on over the next day or two. All right, Jocelyn, how are you? The van pulls away with the body And how is she handling the new year?
It's definitely not starting the way she had planned. And she's not happy about it. But
Yeah.
trying to find some positives. Although she's having some difficulty. As probably being a little bit clingy.
To
Whoever's around. Whoever's
Okay.
not actively being like, no, go away, I'm doing my own thing.
well, two of your companions are at the coffee shop, possibly joined by a third on her phone. I don't know, but then there's the gym. So there are places.
Yeah. So I'm guessing they picked up the body while everyone else was kind of out, and Jocelyn was just sort of holding down the fort.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Okay. So I think once that's all done and she doesn't have to be there anymore, I think she's gonna think about like what's closest, the gym or the coffee shop, and is just gonna go to whichever one is the nearest.
Let's go with the coffee shop, because that's probably the case. I'm sure Brodie would work at one not far from where you all live. Now, over the next day or so, is there any major objectives she has?
I think she will probably go try and follow up on any leads if she's heard any stories about recent sightings in the hedge, or if there's any, just sort of picking up what gossip there is.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like focusing on business over like to distract.
Kind of, but sort of at the same time thinking the new year might, like, maybe this time I'll get a lead to find my brother.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's sort of that little bit of that kickstart of the new year, and that's something she can focus on.
Sounds good. Do you want to make a roll? Let's see what would be appropriate here. Well, I guess any sort of appropriate role. So socialize or streetwise plus plus a social stat. So whichever one you want to be your like foot forward.
I mean, presence is my main.
Yep.
And I've got 1 dot per for socialize and streetwise. So
okay, and you've got a fair. You've got Hobkin and Hedge Sense, so you've got a pretty good ability to navigate the social intricacies of the hedge.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and make your roll, please.
the cutoff is 8, right? That's the lowest. 7s are not a success. Okay, then I have
7s are
1.
not. 1. Okay, 1 is all you need.
No.
Okay. In the local hedge, there's a variety of things that that she hears about. One is that there have been a few sightings of briar wolves in the area recently. The though the observers have run and lived to tell everyone about them. There's also been a couple of changelings who've been asking around about, I guess they would call it like jobs, but they're sort of presenting themselves as like a mercenary outfit. And a man in a red coat has been seen carrying a locket and asking people if they've seen the person inside it. They say it's a young woman. Woman, young changeling-ish, with who wears cloth over her eyes.
Strange. I think she will make some notes about that. Possibly actually writing them down in her phone or something.
Helpful to have. Okay.
It's like not quite a Trello board and not quite a conspiracy board, but somewhere in between.
Has graphic push pins and strings that you can use to connect all the cards and post-its. Cool. And then otherwise, any I mean, that's sort of what she can, put together over the 2 days of that. But if there's anything else in there that...
Yeah, I think that's about where she's focusing, other than just trying to stick close to the other members of the Motley when she can.
Okay. Before we jump to that January 2nd evening, is there any, besides Brodie hunting down this thing, and is there anything anyone else actively wants to do?
I do actually think. Sorry, I just realized that she totally will go and lurk and sort of spy on her fetch and her brother's fetch just from a distance.
Okay.
Just kind of to get the reminder of what she's looking for.
It's possible that I'm just forgetting right now, but the time span between their disappearance and therefore the fetch's appearance, how long has that been? Are they, have they aged along and they've got lives? And...
I don't think it's been terribly long out here outside of the hedge.
Okay.
I think they probably were kept in Fairy longer than... In fact, they might even be slightly younger than her and her brother actually are.
Okay. Cool.
More like late teens, kind of starting college level, whereas she's she and her brother would actually be look a little older than that now.
All right, cool. So yeah, they're they're easy to find. It looks like they decided to go local for college, but they've taken opposing universities. One is at Carleton, one is at the U of O. And both seem very into. They have a lot of school spirit, so they're wearing a lot of like. Well, now mind you, this could also be a freshman thing, but they're wearing a lot of like school gear. Carleton Ravens shirts. Is this still the GGs for the U of O? I think so. And you know, as into their studies as any first year student might be. In fact, it seems like her brother at Carleton is a bit more of the party animal than you might have expected him to be. Now, if you already expected him to be a party animal, okay, he's more than that. So he could be like a total like bro, or he could just be a, you know, all right, freedom for the
Probably
first
incredibly
time.
jarring because I don't think that's the type. I don't think he's like
Okay.
that.
All right, perfect then. Okay, so anybody else have just anything in mind for the characters before we jump scenes? Okay,
Just what I was planning.
right.
Yeah, just getting intel, but not confronting this gang pushing in, because you said they were actually like lost, but like not part of the freehold. So instead of just going in head first, he might need to like bring his friends or whatever, unless like, you know, this is like 30 people, in which case navigating it might be. So
I'm
just
actually more effective against
finding
30
info
people than I
about
am against one, so hook me up.
This
okay. Yeah, I'll go get Brodie and we'll just kill them all.
okay, yeah. I mean, this specific group was only about maybe 10 to 15.
Oh, okay, so I've found that out through whatever means. Still not gonna act without the motley, so
All right.
yeah. They might just need a talking to or something.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so we will jump the scene to the motley sort of. Well, we will in a moment have the motley gather in the hollow, sort of for the first time that they've all been properly together and, you know, crossed paths in the last 2 days. But in the meantime, just before that, on the morning of the second, Brodie has tracked the fetch to hockey practice.
Okay. So he probably would have staked it out the night before.
Mhm.
Big question about this, and
Yeah.
that's what kind of car do they drive? Like what type of car?
Oh, just some like SUV-ish kind of.
Perfect.
Hyundai or something like that.
Sounds good. He is gonna like. I mean, it's gonna have some type of security system or something, most likely. He'll check to see if the trunk opens.
It can open.
Hmm.
How intent are you on it opening?
Decently. Is there? Well, you know what? I have points of larceny. I'm gonna say that Brodie might have an idea of how to break into a car without
think
setting
so.
the alarm off.
All right. We'll let him do that.
Okay.
As
Cool.
his points of larceny.
Cool. Then in that case, he's gonna grab like a bunch of crap out of the car because it's a family car. And he's gonna lay down in the back seat and cover himself up with a blanket, and he's gonna cover himself up with everything like at the back of the SUV, like where nobody sits. And
Hide in plain sight, man.
What's that?
I like Brodie's just hide in plain sight.
Well, I've got Ermine's winter coat, which means if I cover myself up with a bunch of crap, I basically am invisible. And then I've got Cloak of Night.
Is that what that does?
Yeah, so if
You
I
just like
build a
put branches
burrow-
on you, or
Yeah, so in this case, it's like blankets and soccer balls. And then also Cloak of Night, because he's dressed in black, so both of these are free and require no rolls. So that's kind of nice. So he's just going to kind of hang out in the back seat.
Okay, until the opportune moment appears.
Yeah, so when the kid gets dropped off and it's still probably 5 o'clock in the morning, he's gonna like pull his mask down, wait until they are a bit driven away from the school or practice or wherever, and then is going to sit up and put the gun kind of like right next to this fetch's ribs. Drive into the alley and nobody gets hurt. I just want the car.
Who are you?
That's irrelevant. Drive into the alley. I'm the guy you're gonna give the car to.
She turns off. You know, the sort of alley side streety thing.
Don't look back. Don't look back. Tilt the rearview mirror up. You don't need it.
Okay. She
Good.
follows your instructions.
Okay. This is good. I'm in control. You're gonna follow what I say. Okay? What you're gonna do, I want to see your hands. You're gonna keep one on the wheel, pull over here, put it in park. Roll down the window. You're gonna open the door by reaching out and opening it, and as soon as she reaches out, he's gonna put the gun to her head and pull the trigger.
Okay. Now,
So that the bullet goes out the open window.
Those of you watching.
She's not real.
Tips. I was going to say tips on how to do this and get away with it.
Sorry. Yeah, Emma Ryder. Oh my God. I was trying to look earlier today. I was adjusting a piece of fiction and was very tempted because I'm like, I need to know what will burn a car really fast, but I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call me?
Because I just
I have a
skipped it.
friend who literally did that as part of her thesis.
Okay, we'll talk after game.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah,
Thesis.
with a body in the trunk,
Yeah.
big body, but yeah.
I'll talk to you about it after game. 'Cause it's about a
Hilarious.
project that. Anyway,
Oh
So, yeah,
yes, my very weird world.
We
so he's
we
just
talked.
going to like just pop one into her with his pistol that probably has a cheapo silencer on the end of it.
Sure. Yeah. We talked
So
a bit before game about the possibilities of this. Do you want to go with that? The other scenario here.
the silencer on the end of his gun is actually just Kelly's like animal noise gun. That, so when he fires it, it goes. Rawr!
Oh no!
Today it's a wolf.
Today it's a wolf. My dog hates that so much. I think this time it goes well. Goes well, Simon. I don't want to steal scenes for everybody else.
Fair enough. I was curious if you wanted to use down and dirty combat for that. It was all.
Oh, you totally. Yeah, you totally can if that happens. Like, it'd be up to you, man. Like, I'm in an alleyway.
We'll do that. We can do that another time. No worries on that front.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
what
okay.
does she
So
turn into?
okay. So for those of you in the chat and viewers at home later on YouTube and law enforcement who got here by the various search engine tags that popped up. This is not a real person. This is a fetch. Fetch is a construct of fairy that is used to replace a human once they've been kidnapped to Arcadia, and is really just an animated and masked pile of stuff. Twigs, leaves, branches, garbage. Could be like a doll, like a basic like ragdoll kind of thing. Could be anything.
Got creepy button eyes.
With creepy button eyes, yes. Here, the bullet goes through her head, embedding itself into the wall just outside, and collapses into, the sort of traditional I have made this figurine out of some sticks and some bark that I've twisted around it to keep it in shape. And here's a pile of moss and soil that spills out into the front seat of the car.
All right. I'd feel bad if you were real, but and he's gonna like pull out his cell phone, dial Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah.
Your car is in an alley on Sycamore. You should get here pretty soon.
Wow. That was fast.
Yeah, I'm efficient.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Do you bring a like a rag or something? Your fetch was there's some mud.
Yeah, okay. I will.
Yeah, it's gonna get into the upholstery. Also, your kid's at hockey practice, and yeah, minimal trouble. I'll wait here till you get here.
All right, thank you. He's just sitting in the back seat then.
He's just sitting in the back seat right now, playing on his phone with a balaclava over his head.
Okay. There's a
Feels very Fargo, this episode.
A little bit.
Maybe about 5 minutes after the call. Not long enough, or maybe not as quick as you thought Alice might get here. There's a knock on the window.
He's gonna turn and look.
Well, you don't see a face, but you do see a sort of slender. It is winter, so wearing typical winter clothing. Someone they got a parka on, and they're well. You do see the hand is metallic. It's like a very sort of Terminator-like skeletal robot hand.
Huh. Do I know any robots?
Depends on how hard he thinks and how far back he wants to think. But yeah, you may have come across robot changelings at one point or another.
Can I help you, Tin Man?
He leans his head down, and yeah, very much looks like that skeletal battle bot kind of thing. Hey, camper bitch. See, you're up to your old tricks. His voice is young, kind of robotic, like he's talking through a microphone of some sort.
Okay. Man, I don't want any trouble, okay? I'm just here waiting for a friend to show up.
Yeah, no, Brodie, you don't remember me? Punk ass.
Punk ass.
Yeah, we were in the game.
Holy shit, how have you been? You made it out.
I did. I mean, you too. That's great, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. Hold on. He's gonna open up the SUV sliding door or whatever it has and get out and give him a look up and down.
Yeah, he's much like you remember him. He's a killbot.
Holy crap.
What's up? What are you... I mean, I see what you're doing. You're just sitting around waiting for them to come to you, and then you're shooting them, right? I told you that was like a noob tactic.
I mean, I
I knew
what
Brodie
I
was a camper.
I mean, it's what I know, man. I was a sniper when I was in the CAF.
Yeah, I know, but we always hoped you'd, get out there a little bit, move around, do some jumping, but no, camper.
Okay. This you
He thumps you on the arm. So what you doing? I mean, besides like killing people in this world, too.
I'm not kill.
Yeah, I saw. She fell apart. Not real. Whatever. You're used to that too, right? So.
Yeah. You want to grab a beer or something, or?
Yeah, that'd be cool. You got beer?
Man, there's like a hell of a lot of breweries in this town. Yeah, there's plenty of beer. I don't know, like a beer.
Yeah, I know, but you got beer? They don't.
What?
I haven't been here in a long time, man. And
when did you?
And they,
when did you get out?
oh, like a month or something ago, I think. Yeah, but like, dude, I always had to get it off my older brother. This is awesome. You can just get me some beer.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. How old are you? How old do you look?
Well, I guess I still kind of look like a bit like when I 16.
Yeah, you can get beer. This is Ottawa. It's easy.
Yeah, no, I know we can find it, but you're talking about like going to Russell.
Where's Russell?
It's not far. It's like.
Oh, I thought you were telling me like your real name or something, punk ass. I don't care.
Nah, punk ass is good.
Yeah, I guess it fits. Yeah. Yeah. You wanna like? I'll buy you a sandwich when my friend gets here.
I thought I got a beer.
Well.
Why are you trying to cheat me, noob?
Okay. You can have a beer with your sandwich.
Great.
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, I'm going to tell you all about this great new idea I got.
Oh, yeah?
I'm putting a team together.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
For what? Like paintball?
No, see, we're gonna start raiding fortresses back on the other side. And so I tried to get anyone from the old gang who made it out, and if not them, then find some like other awesome psycho killers and stuff like that.
I'm not a psycho killer, punk ass.
But you can handle yourself. You're calm and collected. Yeah.
I'm just a camper. You don't want me.
Let's talk.
Yeah, there's a movie about what you're talking about. It's got suicide in the name, and I think that's pretty like accurate.
Well, hey, we'll just respawn, right?
Why the fuck would you want to go? No, we don't respawn anymore, man. We just die out here.
Yeah? Well, let's see about that.
What?
What? Beer, right?
Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna, like, stab me or something. You kind of had a vibe.
No. We just We just reunited. Bros, right?
Yeah. I mean, we served together in the game, like, of course. Battle buddies.
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought you were older than 16, though.
Well, at one point. I mean, I
Oh.
was 14 and when I first.
Huh. No
Yeah.
wonder your KD ratio was so bad.
Hey, shut up, man.
Just spitting facts.
WTF?
Nobody talks like that in real life.
I'm still a little, like, stuck, you know?
Yeah. There's a site called Urban Dictionary. You can find it on your phone. It might help.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Do you know
Thanks,
what a
man.
phone is?
Yeah, you take it off the wall and go do.
Oh shit, they got you in the 80s.
No. It was like
Okay.
99 or something like that.
They're smaller now.
All right. Awesome.
We need to get you. I'm gonna get you on Candy Crush. That'll probably sort you out.
Okay, you tell me all about that when we eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got away from my friend. Okay. Do you mind hanging out just so you don't spook her? You know, with the whole Terminator thing you got going on.
Sure. Should I put my hood up?
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he does.
Okay.
Alice comes, collects her car, wipes it out. I appreciate the help. Thanks.
Yeah. Of course. I'd say any time, but if it happens again, you're probably on your own.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I'll recommend you to all my friends.
Good. We thrive on repeat business and word of mouth.
And she pulls out.
Yeah, I guess let's get that beer and you can tell me about your dark army.
All right. And then that evening, the gang is together again in the hollow. No shifts, no classes, no nothing, but everyone is gathered together again. It's been now a second full day. There's no new news out of the Spring Court. There's very little news out of the remainder of the irregulars, too. They've kind of... When people say, if asked, I haven't seen them, it's not in the, oh dear God, I haven't seen them, where are they kind of thing. Is this a trend? It's, no, they've been hanging out, they've been replying, but they just don't want to, it's too much for them right now. Which does actually trim down quite a bit of the Spring Court, to be fair. So, you're all gathered together in the eating area of what was once, what did we call our Chuck E. Cheese again?
Cheddar Charles or
Cheddar Champ Arcade.
Cheddar Champ Arcade.
Champ.
The skee ball's over there, the basketball hoops over there, air hockey's thrumming along over
As
there.
long as the whack-a-mole works, I'm good.
There's a whack-a-mole and it's going,
Wait, is it actually moles or is it something else? Because it's from the hedge.
yeah.
It's not moles.
They're well, for one, they're much more animated than whack-a-mole moles are, and have
groundhogs.
have very foul language, to be perfectly honest. So whenever they get thunked, there's definitely a string of curse words as they vanish below, and you just hear muttering until they pop up again.
They're actually just hobs. Because we have hobs here.
That's right. And they're like,
Rentals
it's a living.
pretending to
My
be
hopkins.
Exactly.
like the garbage
They have little
disposal from
helmets.
Flintstones.
Yeah, one's wearing a little pot.
Yep. Man, it's my shift tonight. Oh no!
I imagine
Thump.
you're playing like whack a hob, and then you go to out to beat the high score, and you go to hit one, and one just comes out with a gun. Shakes
I'll
his
take my
head.
chances.
Incredible.
It's a hob gun. How good can it be?
Oh gosh! What a, don't tempt me here.
It's actually just another hob, and when you go to hit it, it grabs your
Whoa.
baton.
And then it's like reverse, and it throws it at you.
Mm.
Reverse
Smack.
Uno.
Yeah, exactly.
The basketball hoop is also a hob, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so everyone's together. What's the mood? What are you just snacking on subpar pizza and fountain drinks and
Yeah.
Well, I took
Endless
when we were
fountain
making the
drink.
hollow, I took luxury goods. So
oh sorry.
so we have name brand fountain
Wow.
drinks going
Right.
on here.
and ones you
Mr. Pip?
brands you recognize
Pib Extreme.
too.
It's Pib Extreme now.
Ooh. Right. They dropped the Mr. part.
It's Pib Extra, but in our place, it's Pib Extreme.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because we're extreme.
They
Okay.
would be.
Yeah.
Why does the pizza never fit together? Look at this. It's like it's a bunch of pizzas that were recycled from other pizzas.
What do you expect? We have Hobbs working in the kitchen.
But they're all fresh.
I expect quality.
They might have just
You
taken
expect
a slice out,
lot.
Oh,
little
yeah, that
slivers
one's
out
like
for
Ham
themselves.
and pineapple.
Yeah. If they
medium.
make multiple pizzas and then just put those pizzas together because they take a piece out of every one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
I guess that's
I assume it's a pizza tax of some
How
sort.
nice of them.
they have a pizza cheese tax.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
No wonder they were skimping on the cheese.
Yeah, this is basically a
I
margarita.
mean, it's that or
pizza
pay
right here.
them.
Well, they do
Oh, we
get
paid
paid.
them.
Yeah,
we
it's
keep-
just
They scare the bejesus out of people that actually try to come in here.
yeah, and the cheeses.
like the animatronics don't.
They scare the bejesus. out of
Oh
people.
God.
Dale, what do you think's in the animatronics? Those things are hollow suits. You know
That's
we got
true,
Hobbs
yeah.
in there.
You have two autumn courtiers in this motley, so around Halloween, I'm sure there's definitely a bunch of will scare the bejesus out of you.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Or the autumn. Oh, I should have known.
Oh, Caitlin, I wasn't even looking when you were doing that.
Throwing up the gang
Mind
signs.
meld. Mind
Autumn
meld.
court.
No, we didn't plan that at all.
So, how's everybody's week going?
Pretty good. Got extra homework. Thunk.
Well, mine's going better than Lyman's, so that's a
What
plus.
does any
That's,
of that mean?
Hard not to.
And Jocelyn's pointing at the books. What?
Oh, I see that you're deciphering the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah. Beats the shit out of me right now, but I'll figure it out. I got some reference books.
Wow.
I don't
Better
know
you
if
than me.
any of you have looked into it, but have you... Should we go and see if the rest of... I don't know, it's kind of suspicious that two people from the same motley have been taken out. I mean, there's
Do we know
space
anything-
here. Should be in...
Hmm.
Do you think someone's targeting them?
Probably. I mean, who else? Why? What other connections are there between the two people?
Hmm.
I mean, that's the basic one, right? Isn't that like Occam's razor?
Yeah.
I don't know
Simplest
who that is.
explanation. I mean, Yeah, it's you can't not think of that.
Should we shadow the others?
Yeah.
We need to
We
find them
could.
first.
Mm.
They're
Is it
not.
that hard to find them? Don't we know where their hollow is?
Yeah, you'd know. You'd probably know.
I mean, just
Some
going
people keep them
ahead.
secret, but if it's like a whole motley one, then they may have a public one.
Now, question about that, because I remember you saying that they had essentially disbanded or had started disbanding.
Mhm.
So would they still have a hollow if they had effectively disbanded
yeah,
prior
if
to
they'd-
this?
So probably if they, as a motley, had, concluded their oaths or whatever, not full on broken them, but because we established that Isobel helped sort of cut through the red tape on that. Yeah, I mean, mechanically, then they wouldn't be pulling points.
Mhm.
So in game, I would say that probably they don't have a proper motley anymore, and each of them, motley hollow anymore, and each of them has dug their own space into the hedge if they didn't just let the whole thing get reclaimed. So
I mean, they may have been brought together after this, but whether or not it would be enough to establish the hollow again or reclaim it or anything
yeah,
would be.
yeah, no,
So-
very, very
If they
valid.
even wanted to.
So
So,
it would be harder to track them down, but they might have congregated somewhere they're familiar with otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So it sounds like we do want to at least talk to them.
Yeah. Are we looking to check up on them? Or you were saying
At least pay our
tailing them?
respects.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At least that's how I would start.
Hey, have you guys heard of anything weird happening, like with I bumped into this guy who I knew from back in the hedge,
Yeah.
like back in Arcadia, and
What kind
he's
of
just
guy from the hedge?
like a robot guy. He's
Robot
a
guy.
changeling. And he's just this stupid kid. I mean, I guess. I mean, he was in there for like 25 years, probably.
Oh.
But he tracked me down this morning and was talking about how he wants to do like raids.
What?
Yeah, he wants to run like assault missions into
On what?
Arcadia.
On who?
Them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like that's
Really
just.
tracked you down.
Look, I was taking care of something from Alice, from your friend Alice from the summer court,
Um,
and I was waiting for her to show up after I finished up, and he just showed up. He must have been following me or something.
Wow.
Wait. It's really
seems-
hard to
That's
follow
really weird.
you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm bringing it up. I don't think it's best to like bottle this up, like That's what my
Mhm. I
therapist
I heard
says.
someone was going
That's not
around
possible.
trying to essentially put together mercenary work, but
Yeah, he
an
thinks that.
assault on Arcadia?
That's a one-way
What?
trip.
That
That'd be
sounds
the
pretty
same
cool,
thing?
actually.
I mean, yeah, like a plot for a movie.
But
He thinks that. He
how do you
thinks.
find you when you were on the job?
yeah.
I don't know. Nobody else did. I took care of it. Really, I know how to do my job.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really... Well, that's concerning.
Have we seen him? Anyone else?
He looks like the Terminator in a hoodie.
What?
The kind of. Well, I mean, like, he looks like other stuff too. Like his mane looks like, or his mask looks like a punk ass kid. We call him punk ass. I don't actually know his real name.
Mm.
He's not familiar to anyone else.
He's kind of greasy.
Storyteller.
I don't think there'd be a reason for him to be, but you know, I guess it's conceivable, but not likely.
If he hasn't showed up in the corridor, no.
No.
I like his
It's really weird.
gusto, but it also sounds like he's a dumb kid.
Yeah, he's got the spirit. He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah.
I really don't think. I don't think that's a great idea.
No, that sounds like a loose cannon, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to be anywhere around that when it goes off.
Oh, that's
no. If you see him again, send him to the gym.
why? I mean, because he's. You mean so you can talk to him, or because he's scrawny?
Oh, I just assumed he was scrawny, but both.
I mean, he still talks in leak speak. You know, with the numbers and letters.
Oh,
Stuff?
that's like,
Oh,
Yeah, they took him
What's
to
that?
99.
yikes!
oh, jeez.
What is that?
Not even the good part of the year.
Yeah.
Of the decade.
That's something I missed.
Yeah,
Probably.
I wouldn't say you missed it.
Really, there's like Action Quake like that.
Wait. 90s. So
Yeah.
he's a kid, but he's been stuck there that long.
Yeah, he
That's
aged like
crazy.
2 years. So, you know, there's that.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna get himself killed.
Like, I didn't age
Yep.
very much when I was there, but like
Yeah, time sounds
everybody's
weird.
different. Like, I
Yeah.
gained like 5 years, but I also turned into a big blue guy with a prosthetic jaw. So, you know, not everything goes according to plan.
Weird that he found you.
Weird that he found me.
He didn't follow you
Yeah.
back here, did he?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, the Hobbs would have done something, right?
So, but he knew you from your time in Arcadia together?
Yeah. We
I wonder if there's a connection between you two because of that. That he could find you
is
easier.
that is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Well, you're the smart one. Like, you're the scholar. You read books about this kind of stuff, right?
Not about this kind of stuff.
We
Isn't
don't
it
know
all
They
part of,
even
like-
make books about this kind of stuff. That
Of
sounds
course
dangerous.
they make books about everything, or ebooks, or like PDFs or something, right?
I mean, they might have something in the fantasy section.
Is that how applicable?
I've been.
I have no idea.
You know what? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Some of them get it pretty close. Some of them get it pretty close.
Okay, so
I
we're
have
gonna
been
look out for this guy.
scouring the mythology
Okay.
section.
But how much does these, like you said, Occam's razor? Maybe somebody's after the rest of. Sorry, the two people that have died. One was. What were their names? They were
That was Callum, Truestep, and Lyman.
Callum. Could be someone in the motley.
Remind me how long
Could be.
ago Callum was found?
He was found near the end of October.
Right. Yeah, that's
Dale, what do you think? What's like step one in this?
I still want to go and see them and at least pay my respects before asking questions, but definitely asking questions.
Okay. Yeah, that's step one, then, right? And
Yeah.
Jocelyn, you said you spoke with the Spring Corps.
Yeah, and they took the body away, but they're not being particularly forthcoming.
No. There's...
You know how they are. Corpses and funerals, they bring down the buzz.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bad vibes and all that.
I know that not all of you were
Sure.
friends with that crew, but how's everyone? Is anyone opposed to going and talking to them?
No, we weren't friends, but they didn't deserve to die.
No.
That I know of. Maybe they did.
And that's what we'll find out.
And if they have deep, dark secrets that are earning them putting them on
Who
a hit
doesn't?
list, then that's something we should probably know about.
All right.
Okay.
Is the general mood then to go check in on whoever you can
Yeah.
find?
Let's go see if they're okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll why don't we take a short break, and when we come back, we'll go to that scene after
Perfect.
the other
Cute.
stuff.
All right. After these messages, we'll be right back. I always just picture the dog peeing
Lives
on the
rent
fire
free in
hydrant
my
and-
head as well.
Right, forever,
Yep,
forever,
yep,
for the rest
yep.
of life. We'll be back.
Mhm.
Everything.
Welcome back to Everything
We're all
Hurts.
complaining about being old.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you know,
My life.
if you want to complain about being old, you can do so in the chat, and we may or may not comment on it. But what we will do is change scenes to a stone structure in Strathcona Park. It's the last known entrance to the last known public entrance to the hollow of the irregulars, who are far from the street that gave them their name. There's a stone. It looks like ruins in a way. It's artfully designed to look like ruins. There are columns, there are arches, and it is known that passing under an arch will at least get you to the threshold of the hollow they called home. Since they're disbanding, it's unknown exactly how likely it is that it's still in existence, but you're here, and we're it's maybe 7 p.m. It's cold. It is snowing, as you may have noticed from behind us. And otherwise, the park is empty. So who's going to attempt to pass under the arch and go inside?
Going in, baby.
All right.
well, let's go.
I'll go pretty close second, or pretty much together.
Yeah, you know, Dale has no qualms about going in.
All
It's
right.
fine. It's fine.
Bravely forging your way in. And you find yourself on the threshold. Their hollow is, well, maybe less cluttered than yours, but seems to be of a similar scope and size. It actually looks like a residence, like a university residence, in a sort of, but in a mix of a sort of turn of, oh, I'm going to date myself here talking about age, turn of the century, but turn of the previous century building that has, so I guess you could say it looks like an old British sort of dormitory at some boarding school sort of thing. There are sort of tower areas. There are big doors on the front. Maybe they got some inspiration from Downton Abbey. It's hard to entirely say. But you can see that in one of the towers a light is on.
Huh.
Now,
They are way fancier than us.
This place is fine.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
Our face
fine.
is fantastic.
Yeah. It's
Just
their
different.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to live at Hogwarts.
Mm.
What's Hogwarts? Is that like a doctor for pigs?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Like
We'll go with that.
story checks out. Okay. Do we just walk in, or do we
well,
just
that's,
go?
that
Let's
remains
edit
to
Maybe
it.
be.
for a doorbells? Alarms?
Man, I'm
I was
really
thinking
hoping
go take a look
that
around.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is a knocker on the.
I was gonna say there's
Main
probably
door.
a door knocker.
It's
Reach forward, knock.
and of course is, lion-shaped ring in its mouth.
Ooh, I always wanted to use one of these. And I'll
There's
use the
a-
knocker.
Oh, that. Okay. Pardon my camera bounce. I thought I saw something on my screen, but it was in fact behind me. There's a loud bong, bong each time the knocker comes down. There's not, well, there's not an immediate response. It does seem to take a little while. So you have still time to look about. The section of the hedge, it is encroaching more on the building than you might expect. It has it's sort of creeping up the outside walls. It's hard to really see if there's much of a backyard area to it. The moon here shines down very brightly. It's a full one, and seems to be the major source of light outside, at least. No torches on the walls or sconces or anything like that. And eventually, the door opens. Doc is standing there. Hey, what are y'all
Doc.
doing here?
Came to
Should've
pay our
come in on-
respects.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's a shame about Lyman.
Yeah.
I told them to be careful, but kids don't listen to you, huh?
Be careful of what?
Drinking too much. That's what happened, right? He was found passed out, well, dead in the snow.
What was the news? Like, what? How was it covered?
Wasn't.
Oh, right,
And the-
because the freehold.
Yeah.
took
Not
care
not
of
in
it.
the mundane world. But for
Sorry, I'll go in character.
Yeah.
What did they tell you, Doc?
Oh.
Well, Solon texted and he said that they'd found him after the celebration last night, and that he must have had too much and passed out in a snowbank and froze overnight. We talked too. We didn't just text. I mean, that would be impersonal. Yeah. I knew a guy it happened to once, and
Brodie, tell him how he actually died.
Yeah, somebody fucking stabbed him to death, bro.
what?
we
That's
could be a
not
little bit
a
more
tactful
with a
way
sword.
to say that.
No, someone's
Yeah.
lying to you. Like, he got knifed to death. Just like what happened to Callum.
I thought
Yeah.
they would have told you, but we found him.
What?
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
didn't freeze to death.
Why are they
Yeah.
telling everyone he froze?
Dale checked
Is-
the body
know. I
after
don't
we
know.
found him. He died from his wounds.
He
Was no
bled out.
frostbite. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would they do that to him? Who did that to him?
I don't know, but it was probably
That's
the
what I
same
want to find
person.
out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we wanted to check in on you, see if there was anything that is.
I'm gonna try to read his face to see how he reacted finding out he was actually killed.
Sure. It would be an empathy.
I have a specialty
Is
in
it
emotions.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Okay. Empathy and wits.
Specialty just means
Extra die.
Extra
an
days.
extra die. Wits, where are you, wits? There you are. Wits and extra die. And I have an asterisk beside it because professional. Oh, right, 9 again as well. Cool.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, of course. Do ones detract in this system?
Nope.
No.
Oh, thank God.
In
So
fact, you don't
what-
even get a
How do you
critical
botch
failure.
in this?
You have a chance die, which means that you.
If you're down to 0 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
well,
then you roll a 1. So.
Wow.
I mean, you can also willingly turn a
Oh,
failure into a dramatic failure for a beat.
Yeah.
So you
We
get
do
paid
that.
XP.
I'm
for
gonna
failing.
do that because I rolled no successes. Man, I have a
Okay.
specialty in this. Come on, Bo. Come on. So I can turn that into a dramatic failure.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thanks,
That'll
Kelly.
be curious.
No worries. Take that beat, man.
7
Yeah.
A
dice.
dramatic failure for.
I had the other night in Hunter. I had so many.
It's
I had
great.
beats all over the place.
So you were trying to assess whether or not.
When he
This is news
reacted
to
to
him.
that he was murdered.
Well, it's a dramatic failure. I don't know what else to say, but it does. You're pretty sure he must have known the way he's reacting. You're a great judge of character, and you can read people's faces like there's no tomorrow. And he definitely.
That's true.
He might have even done it. Who knows?
God.
He definitely doesn't care.
Oh, shut up. Hasn't
I
said
agree.
anything. I'm already like, shut up, Bo.
The randomness that affects narratives and stories in role-playing games, everybody. Well,
So where
also
were you that
partly
night?
deliberate on Cal's part here. Well, I was at the Duke.
Uh-huh.
I saw you there.
Yeah, you left a little early, huh?
I'm old, but I stayed to ring in the new year. What?
Hmm.
You don't think I stabbed him?
No, of course none of us think that.
Oh,
Right?
what's Horny doing here?
Oh, you're a little feisty. Just stand down. Tap, tap, tap.
I would love to empathy both of them. If I can.
Good
Figure
timing,
what the heck
because
Bo's up about.
I'm about to.
You're about to what? Do it.
I'm giving Jocelyn the chance to intervene.
Okay.
So it would be empathy and what? Would this be a
To read their, like, basically what, to just read their
yeah?
demeanor and stuff like that. Yeah, wits and empathy would be
Wits.
be
Okay,
good.
cool. I got 2 successes.
Yeah, okay.
What the heck is Bo on about, and what is going on with Doc?
Doc looks very confused and actually pretty hurt. Bo seems super suspicious and
You've
almost
seen the
and
body language
aggressively
before.
so.
How close is Jocelyn to Beauregard? Like, has she gone to the gym? Has she seen him try to
think
fight
so.
people?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe not too often, but she
Yeah,
enjoys.
he's
doing it.
grounding his feet, getting
So
ready
he's
to like.
rearing up for a fight,
Yeah.
sort of. Ooh. Okay, I think we just need to everybody just kind of just take a
You serious?
Deep
Do you
breath
think
and- calm down.
Yeah, I think we're getting some wires crossed. It's
We didn't come here to point fingers.
no.
Well, tell him that.
I think he's just a little overly sensitive right now. Yeah,
Tensions
come
are
on.
high.
Come on. It's
You
Doc
just
did-
told me my friend got stabbed last night, and that
Yeah,
people
we've been
aren't telling me
educated
that.
much
He's
more sensitively.
we're all a little on edge. Sorry,
what again?
it's been a rough start to the year.
What did he
Did they
do? This is some like
That's sort of what we were hoping you could tell
dumbass
us.
kid, and I don't know. He's been
I mean, they haven't really been getting into any real trouble, have they? Not something
what, the
that would
rest of
warrant it.
these kids here. Yeah. I mean, look, the last year has been rough on us all, and obviously it got worse.
Well, what was happening for the rest of the year? I mean, we know it was
Well, we
after Callan was found, but was
yeah.
there anything else?
Well, he went missing, right?
Yeah.
And then he's dead. And then we don't know why. Like, what did he was he killed too? I mean, they said he was found in the canal, you know.
Well, if they're lying about
Yeah. If they're not telling the truth about Lyman, it's very possible that they're
wait,
keeping something back about Callum.
But why?
I don't know.
Like, and
Perhaps they're
Storyteller, how is the whoever's is the court usually like, oh, nothing to see here, or are they fairly free with their information?
it depends on who's in power.
Like, is this weird that they would report it as frozen to death?
Yes and no. I mean, you're not overly. I guess in the sense you wouldn't be overly surprised that when Reese was in power, he just covered everything up and said, "Don't, no, just drowned," because he's a bit
Very
of a prick that way.
Person. Yeah.
And likes the mystery of things. But for Solomon doing it for Spring, could be that he doesn't want to scare people, or and Jocelyn made a very astute observation on that, and that it harshes the buzz. And he really he's depending on how, I guess, how much she buys his bullshit, Jocelyn has been able to get a pretty good read on the fact that Solomon kind of runs the Spring Court like a cult, in a way. He is very like X60s, like, check me out, I'm the king, kind of monarch. And so he really does. It's also, I guess, not so surprising that he would do that, all things considered, but maybe he would tell the guy's friends what happened. No one's, having not spoken to the other monarchs, who knows what they all tell themselves and tell each other in their in the back channels of power. So does that answer your question solidly enough?
So
not so rambly.
Sussy, but not unusual.
Not unexpected. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It can be unusual for your characters, for sure. You're like, why would they do that? But it could also be perfectly fair to sit and go, okay, I can see them doing that, I guess. And not morally agree with it. Right.
Yeah.
Doc.
Okay.
The rest of the motley, if it's not one of someone else in your gang, might be being targeted.
Well, but why?
What do you guys do? Like,
It's off the mob.
Man, we were.
I mean, you're not running drugs. You're not running.
yeah, I wasn't going to suggest it, but I mean, you are Spring Court. I mean, doing drug running would, probably bring some joy.
Some of us are Spring Court, but no, we didn't. I kind of, everyone made their way back at a certain point, and I found these kids, and they needed, someone with a bit of experience behind them to give them some direction. They'd gone through something messed up, and I could find them a place to and a group to call home and family and all that. Kind of, more like what you guys must have. But, they were.
But they weren't were they going out and doing anything, really stupid that would attract attention, the wrong kind of attention? Getting involved
They're
in
kids.
dangerous things?
Ah.
How much do you know?
Callum liked going back into the hedge now and again, but
Yeah.
He was a bit of a antsy feet, kind of a restless type, and Lyman's always Lyman just liked hanging around with his animals. He's like that. He's like friggin' Snow White in that thing. He'd stick out his hand and a bluebird would come along and land on it, and they'd all have a glorious time singing together and shit. Not my scene, I'll tell you, but
It's pretty fun. You should try it, though.
Yeah. But you didn't have
I don't know
enemies?
anyone. Enemies?
Yeah.
Same as you lot, I guess. Everyone
Yeah.
back over there who might want us. We really tried to keep our noses clean and out of this stuff. So why?
Yeah.
I'd say you should watch your backs.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Are the others here?
Yeah. Yeah. We got together after the news came out, and everyone's been staying in the house.
Did anybody not seem surprised?
Oh no.
Nobody's acting strange, different.
Like, besides, the usual for something like this, anyway.
Yeah. You ever seen like a rock cry? It's like an avalanche of pebbles.
Yeah.
I haven't. It sounds
Cliff's
messy.
like filled up a room practically. Joy's just stuck herself up in the tower, and she's not coming out. Won't be surprised if she doesn't turn into one of you. And he points at Brodie.
Turn into one of me?
What does that mean?
Yeah, like
You mean an ogre, or...
no,
like-
leaves winter.
Oh.
Wait, Joy is
Yeah,
in
well,
there?
I mean, we're
She's
coming.
the spring court.
Huh.
The outfits are better. Warmer.
Oh,
Anyway.
well.
Well, do you
Anyway,
want to have to tell them the news, or do you think we shouldn't?
No, we should tell them the news.
We have to, because
Who knows what could
you
happen.
might be in danger.
Yeah.
And if anybody else knows anything, even if it doesn't seem important, I mean, maybe it is.
Yeah. All right.
Anything that could link the two of them, for sure.
Or just, point us in any kind of a direction to look.
Well, let's get them together then.
Okay.
You want to meet in the
Yeah.
drawing room?
Ooh.
You guys have a drawing room? Like for... What do you do in a drawing room? Do you actually
Draw.
No. See, it comes from withdrawing. So it's the room you go to after you've done whatever.
Socialized and-
Yeah, and so everyone withdraws to the drawing room, and that's where they hang out and have their sherry or
Do they
Victorian
draw the
rec room.
curtains?
Yeah.
I guess they draw the curtains.
Yeah.
It's probably
yeah.
nighttime.
Do
You
they
don't
have
want-
those
peepers.
Lounging couches.
We have lounging couches.
Do you have sherry?
Yeah, we do.
Nice. Okay, I could drink.
Yeah, all right, why not? So he leads you inside, and it really, like, the decor is very, like, Victorian to Georgian kind of England set up here. It does look suspiciously like they modeled it off of Downton Abbey at this stage, or any other BBC period drama. That would probably be the most recent for a few of them. And so Doc brings you in there, pours some drinks, and with an "I'll be right back," he steps off and vanishes down a dark hallway.
What do you think he doesn't like? What do you think he knows?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he knows anything
No.
he's not telling us.
Oh, he definitely
You seem
did.
pretty shocked.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Right.
my goodness, you're really on this train, Bo. I just don't know if I can follow that. I'll
I
do
know.
another vibe check when he's with everybody else. He might feel more comfortable around everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll just keep an open mind. Maybe he does know something, and but we can't. I don't think we should do anything without
I
more
don't.
information.
I don't think he knows about what happened or who might be responsible. But sometimes,
I say we
you know,
sneak into
sometimes
his
people
room and
know
look for
something
a
without
sword.
knowing that they know. You know, people don't always
I think
recognize
that's
the
a
information.
terrible idea, Bo.
Yeah, I think that would probably get us kicked out of this.
I think you need to go
Maybe
like
get us
walk
into a
out
big-
and come back in again. What the heck, dude?
Need to reset.
Yeah.
Okay,
Reboot. Turn it off and turn it on again.
Right.
okay, Bo's gonna go for a reset.
Yes.
But like, I guess the question is like, why is all of this happening in the first place? Like,
Yeah.
what's the connection, right?
Don't know. We got to find that first. Once we find that, we can figure the rest out. But right now, it's we just got to keep looking.
Oh, Bo,
Digging.
also, is Bo gone?
Oh, he's walking out, but
Oh, she's
What's
just
up?
gonna say if we want to have if we want them to let us investigate this at all, we're gonna have to maintain some level of pleasantries. And accusing them right off the bat's probably not the most conducive action.
I
Yeah.
think Doc
To
would
that.
understand me trying to immediately throw him for a loop.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe I don't understand your relationship.
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully.
Are you into like old dudes? Is that why you're at the gym? I've been in locker rooms like that with the guys
How
that are
did we get
dangling.
to this?
I'm not really sure.
And while Brodie's in the middle of talking,
Yeah.
Bo is gonna
How
go
does
for a
Brodie's
walk out in the
brain
snow.
even
You
work?
do you, man.
reset.
Oh.
Doc
Do you think that reset it?
returns just as Bo steps out. With well, you hear to be fair, you hear the clunk, clunk, clunk of Cliff.
Mhm.
Cliff, also known as Rockface, walking down the hallway. He, the three of them enter. The diminutive Doc, the gargantuan Rockface, and then the now almost she was oh yeah, right. Now almost ethereal Joyeuse, who looks very pale and drawn, more so than her usual gothy self. and they step into the room, and she reclines into a chair, annoyingly gracefully. Like she could have like just slumped down, but as she does it, even then, it looks like
She's floated into the chair.
yeah. Cliff crosses his legs and sits on the carpet, and then Doc leans against one of the bookshelves. Well, I mean, I can. Hey, where's the other one of you? The one that was like
Holding his head.
good.
Yeah. Asked him to do a little bit of a reset.
Yeah. Just so he's not gonna like
Or
say
am I
that
actually sneaking into Doc's room to look for
too. Are you?
Oh, good
Do,
lord.
do, 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 do.
Do.
No,
I can get music
seriously,
for that
are you?
going like this.
Yeah.
My sneaky.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Oh
Okay.
god.
All
I don't
right.
want to
All
know.
right.
All right, hold on.
You're gonna try to find Doc's room.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Excuse me. I'd like you to make a wits and investigation roll to figure
Okay,
out your way through this place, primarily, and then we'll deal with Doc's room. I mean, it was a dramatic failure. This is dramatically failing that.
That's right.
That result. This
I am
isn't
and
just
tens
like,
snitch
are-
dying, so enjoy.
You gotta
Tens are
earn
roll
that
again?
beat.
Yeah, he's
Depends
going
on
after it
roll.
hard.
Are tens roll again, or
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
okay? So
you better be good at this part of it.
Don't fuck
three
it up.
successes.
Don't fuck it up.
Okay.
God, don't fuck up anymore. God.
All right.
Out.
Yeah, Bo's able to find Doc's room. It is on the second floor, towards one end. Doesn't, looks pretty unassuming. And do you have larceny?
Does Beauregard have larceny?
You gonna brute force the door?
Is it locked?
Yeah.
Suspicious that his door is locked in his own home.
He has roommates or housemates.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
Remember, you can spend willpower to get 3 extra dice.
Oh, it's 3 extra dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I do not have larceny, so I will do that.
Yep. So then you're at a -1.
Oh, Lord.
3 extra dice. It's physical.
Yeah.
-1, so only 2 extra dice.
Oh, no,
So it's my
yes.
tribute
Yeah.
plus 2.
So in this case, like, are you trying to like jimmy the lock, basically?
Yeah.
Still? Okay, so dexterity.
He takes out what he thinks is a lockpick.
It's a
just
hammer.
bobby pin. Just a bobby pin. Okay,
Dang it.
dexterity. I don't really have high attributes. Does everyone else? I don't know.
I'm okay.
My attributes are very mid.
Oh, I mean, they're starting.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
That's a great sign.
Well, that's a fail.
You want to dramatically fail?
Yeah, I
Right.
do.
Take a beat, and as you are attempting to pick the lock with this bobby pin, the bobby pin breaks and gets jammed inside the lock.
Uh-oh. Spaghettios. Well, I tried.
What? Oh, Hey, you
A
guys.
great walk.
right.
Oh, look at the time. We have to go.
So, meanwhile, down in the drawing room,
Where we're hearing like clonk, clonk, clonk. Ah, crap.
He's stealthier than that.
I sure hope so.
With a dramatic
It's
failure?
more like
I don't
click
know.
clop, click clop, click clop.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
he said he was taking a walk. Didn't say where.
Oh, God.
And
Exactly.
Never
dramatic
gonna be
failure-
unsupervised again.
in this case, is that it's obvious someone was trying to mess with the lock and, it in fact, broke the lock, or damaged it, such that it would be easy to notice. Sneaky hooves. Yes.
They called
Okay.
me Sneaky Hooves in college.
No, they don't.
No?
No, they
Right, I
don't.
didn't go to college.
No one said that.
No, literally no one.
But if I did go to college, they would have called me.
Oh, I sense the memes are coming tonight.
Oh, yeah. We'll hop over and see. So, those of you down in the drawing room still, which is everyone who is not trying to
Themselves thrown
violate the
out.
trust and hospitality of the hosts. So, I guess probably better if I told them, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going
Better.
again.
Oh, all right, kids. Doc's got some bad news for you.
Gonna ready an action to tackle anybody who gets aggressive from this.
They're so you did tell him that Lyman died outside your hollow, or just
I
that you
don't think
knew
we
that he
said
got
that
stabbed?
part. I think we
Yeah.
said we found him
Okay,
on
you
the
found
like when we
him.
were on our way
Found
back.
him.
He
Yeah,
wasn't
on
too
the
far
sidewalk.
away from that pub, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, but neither are you.
Yeah, but I don't think we specified that he was close to our place.
Right. Okay.
I got the
Right
feeling it was
outside
kind of
it, basically.
equidistant.
Oh, it was actually pretty much right outside.
Oh,
Like
I was hoping it was more equidistant.
he could have almost made it inside if he'd been able to get in there and not been stabbed through the heart. That really put
That
a
is inconvenient.
yeah, it really slowed him down. So they're saying that they found Lyman. They were the ones that did, and he didn't freeze to death.
No.
He got stabbed, and I don't know why we wouldn't be told. I don't know why it would happen. I got no answers. That kid didn't do anything to harm anybody as far as I know. So I'm sorry to bear that news to you. Well, now you get to see what it looks like when a stone cries, and Cliff, the gentle giant, starts just
This is awful.
launching pebbles from his eyes onto the ground in front of you.
Isabel is very awkward and uncomfortable, and she's going to kind of scooch over beside him and just do that pet, pet, pet. There.
You're there, big rock man.
There.
Why? What? Ah.
We're actually trying to figure that out.
Joyce has stayed very silent throughout this. Her demeanor remaining very stoic.
Had anybody been upset with him recently, or had he mentioned any arguments, interactions?
He told me that he didn't want to get ahead of himself, but that he might have found something we'd all find interesting.
Hmm.
But he didn't say what it was. Just that he was going to retrieve it, and that this would be a new year for us all. And that was it. But I don't know what. I don't know where. And if this had anything to do with his death, then I wish I had asked more questions at the time.
Have you checked his room? If there's anything interesting in there?
We've been inside there, but we did not intrude into his effects. But that does seem like a sensible idea now.
Would you mind if we tried? All in the sake of furthering the investigation.
Of course. I would not have any objection. I don't think my compatriots here would care either. Would you? And she looks at them, and the more eyes, the better, I guess. We want to go take a look.
Just curious, had he mentioned meeting anyone new or going any place he didn't used to go to, or
Not to me.
even if it was a friendly?
He had been spending time in the Aberdeen market and the Byward Goblin market as well. Maybe more than he used to, but I thought perhaps he was simply trying to find something to sacrifice for Winter's Night. She sort of floats to her feet. Come, I will guide you to his room.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You run into Beau on the way back.
Oh,
So, what are you doing?
thought you were
here?
going outside.
I went for a walk to clear my head. And
Okay.
here now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's
Alright.
cold outside. Anywho.
So they bring you to his room. Opening the door. So picture, of course, all these rooms are much like the proper sort of Englishy Victorian rooms. So again, if you need any sort of visual reference, just go straight to that sort of thing for the layout and how everything is sort of set up. And Lyman's room is well, he's big into figurines. He's got lots and lots of animal figurines all about. Everything from rodents to birds, most of them being smaller animals. You've never seen him too involved in the bigger beasts. It always seemed he liked to socialize with the tiny ones, the cute ones, and such. I'm not trying to lay it on too thick on him. So he has a number of those around. Books, magazines, National Geographic, Lizard's Monthly,
The usuals.
the usual periodicals, desk, like dresser, like it's a bedroom plus, his effects. So,
Does he have a mirror?
yeah, he has one on the dresser.
Cliff
Okay.
is here too.
What's that?
Cliff is here too.
Cliff is here too, but he's staying out in the hallways.
I'll stay out in the hallway with him and what court is Cliff?
Summer.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I'd just it's okay, man. Let it out.
Man, that little guy. Why would they do that to him? Whoever did it.
You want a secret handshake? Let out some
Okay.
steam? And
Secret. Yeah.
maybe they do headbutting contests.
Oh God.
To see whose head is harder. And
Sure.
Right now, Bo's
Yeah.
is harder.
And well, Bo likes to think that his head's the hardest, but I actually wouldn't know if he'd ever actually beat Cliff. But
Well, we can make a roll and find out.
let's do it.
Oh boy.
Okay. This is in the sense of like, don't. This would be like a resistance thing, I guess, right? More so
Okay.
than, in the sense like you're butting heads and who kind of gives in first.
Yeah,
Like when you played Bloody Knuckles, right?
Yeah.
It's not so much about
yeah,
just how hard you hit; it's about the fact that you keep your hands up there.
exactly.
Okay, so this in that case, let's just we'll keep it simple and roll a stamina plus I guess athletics roll,
All right.
and so whoever gets some more successes wins. I got one.
Oh, I was hoping that he would win.
Here, big guy, let me console you. Thud. Oh,
Yeah, it's how we do.
That's how we do it. Bonk.
I mean, you could willingly fail.
Yeah, I will actually.
Okay. Yeah, just to avoid the embarrassment of clobbering him in the head when you're trying to make him feel better.
I'll even take a point of damage.
Just bashing damage.
Point
It's
of
really
bash.
nothing.
Bashing
But yeah, so you
Damage, take it.
and what? Okay, it does hurt. Yeah, he has a giant rock head, and he just slammed it into yours. At the same time, you were slamming into his. So physics.
physics. And I'll solemnly nod at him as a trickle of blood comes down. And I'm going to use my Kith blessing and roll my int and occult to redistribute dots from one skill to another for the scene.
Okay.
It's pretty impressive.
Int
All right.
plus occult.
So while he's doing that, what's everyone else doing in the room?
Dale would like to have a look at the books just by chance see if there's anything that fits the description of the missing books.
Sure. He has a lot of kind of adventure stories. There's like Robert Louis Stevenson, so like Treasure Island and stuff like that. Okay, noted. Sorry. So Bo's investigation is 4, but he doesn't know how to drive anymore.
He lives in Canada. No one's gonna notice. Womp womp.
Well, as long as he learns to drive in Saskatchewan, he's fine.
You just let the wheel go, and eventually you'll leave Saskatchewan.
But no, there doesn't seem to be any book that matches the ones you are looking for.
Any journals that would belong to Lyman? Anything that he'd written in?
Not that you see out here.
Okay. Tucked in a shelf somewhere in between a couple other books. That's where I'd hide mine.
Okay, we'll look at that in a second.
Okay.
Caitlan, you're about to say something.
Yeah, sorry. No, I just had a little thing I wanted to do. Isabel's going to look at Joya's, because I'm pretty sure she's the one that told them about the thing he had.
Yeah.
Found the thing.
Yeah.
And she's going to ask, now when exactly did he come back and confide in you that he had something that would make everything better?
He didn't. He told me he was going to.
He was going to.
And yet I don't know what it was. As
when was
as
that?
he does.
I'm sorry to bring it up and over.
A few days ago.
A few days ago. Now, did he end up going? You said he was frequenting the markets frequently. Recently, more so than usual. Did he come back from one anytime recently?
Yes. I believe he had come back from both of them.
Okay. After that conversation?
No, before he told me that.
Before he told you that. Well, I'm not sure this is going to yield any results, but I'm going to try it anyways. I want to try... what's it called? Reflections of the Past.
Okay, yeah.
It's a contract. So, I'll spend a glamour to touch the surface of the mirror. Or I guess I look into the reflective surface in the mirror. And state a specific time or event. I wanted the event to be the last time Lyman came back from a market. And it will rewind the reflection to show me what was happening in the reflection.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Yes.
So I have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Intelligence, occult, and weird. Now I just want to look at one thing here. So I think... Let's see, Mom's further back by spending more glamour. There's a way that I can... Oh, exceptional success. I can peer around the edges into the reflection to see more.
That's
Of it.
cool.
That's, I know, it's pretty sweet. So I wanted to try it. Intelligence, occult, and weird.
For funsies, what's the what is it called when you can cast something for free?
Using the loophole?
Loophole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for what's the loophole?
Oh, what's the
about?
loophole?
Yeah.
I have to have taken 1 lethal damage in the scene, and I have to have some of my blood on the mirror, which is why I figured I touched it. But so I know
That's
I was
why
thinking
I
about it. I was like,
headbutted.
how would I inflict? Yeah, I was like, how would I inflict a lethal on myself?
You could come out into the hallway, and we're
All right.
doing morning headbutting.
Boo! It's time. Wouldn't that just be a bashing? A lethal's
it would
pretty.
be. Lethal's-
Both,
If you take it from the wrong guy, it might be lethal.
it's lethal when it's against Bo because he's beast.
That's true.
Oh. You know, I'm just gonna eat the
I'm not
glamour
saying
this
you
time. But
should.
if we have to go further in the past, you know what?
Or do what Kelly
I
did
will.
and like Aaron Yeager and just
Still,
bite your
again
hand.
though, I don't think that's. It might be lethal. I'm not sure. I don't think I inflict lethal
Just bite the tip
to
of your finger
anybody,
off.
especially myself. Oh yeah,
Just
right.
fight harder.
I
Yeah,
am
just
going to
fight
use a
harder.
willpower though,
Okay. Yeah.
and roll everything. Huh. 1 success.
Whew. That's all you need.
1 success is still a success. Okay, we'll
yeah,
come back.
but on my
You can do it.
9 dice.
Mm.
Well, hey, look, you spent the willpower
Okay.
for that. It might have been 0. So
It's true.
on
I still might
6.
not get anything.
We'll come back
Let's
to
see.
that.
Okay.
Jocelyn and Brodie, what are you two doing while these other clowns are doing their investigative and
Well, I'm not an
Brodie's good.
investigator.
Brodie's gonna look around for places where, like, if there's something here, maybe somebody broke in. Like, maybe someone broke into this room and, like, I'm gonna look for weak spots in places where people would have, you know, searched before.
okay.
Or hiding places. Like air
Mhm.
vents and stuff. If I was gonna hide a gun in this room, where would it be? Those type of things.
Okay. And for Jocelyn, any
Jocelyn's gonna take a look at the animal critters and things around the room. It would be super convenient if there was a fish tank, for example, but let's not get excited about that. So she's just gonna look at all the animals and investigate them and check out their condition too, just to get a sense of how healthy they are, if they've been looked after well recently.
Sure. Kelly, can you make a wits and it's wits and investigation. Yeah, wits and investigation roll.
All right.
And then Amy
Let's spend
for
that willpower.
Jocelyn. Yeah, the figurines are kept up very well. Dusted, it seems. You can even see a few spots where he must have repainted. 3? Okay.
3.
Okay.
Repainted them. There's nothing fishy, but he does seem he seems pretty focused on rodents, rats and squirrels. He has an abundance of them.
And is there any evidence that there may be any living critters, like in the baseboard or like a mouse hole or anything like that that might have been?
Okay. Well, that would be a wits and investigation roll too.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
And Kelle for
Totally spending willpower too.
okay, for Dale looking through like the bookshelves and poking around for like little hidey spots. Same roll.
Okay. Sorry, that was wits and
Investigation.
investigations. I totally spaced out there for a second.
It's all good. It's
0.
late.
X.
0?
Nix. No
Okay.
success. I find nothing.
Well, it's fair. I mean, maybe she just doesn't know what to be looking for.
Maybe she critically fails.
Okay.
No, I wasn't on a chance or anything like that. I don't think her.
But you
No,
can
no, as in,
choose
do you want to
Oh, I
spend
can
the beat?
choose to. I will fail.
The way I understood it is if you do a normal fail, you can make that a
choose to.
critical
Yeah, no,
fail.
that's totally
2
that's
successes.
correct. I just my
Okay.
brain was getting my wires crossed.
There she is.
Do you want?
get a
Do you
beat.
want to get a beat and critically fail that roll?
Yes, I would love to critically fail looking for traces of animals.
Okay.
You don't find traces. You just find an animal. Suddenly, there's a raccoon on your face. You're like, "Ah!"
Trash panda.
Or she rips up the floorboards and she's like, there's got to be squirrels around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Squirrel
I mean, I
was
can't.
inside you the whole time. Not like that.
Well, what are you digging it out then? Like,
yeah, it's in your stomach.
I mean, obviously, I can't decree that the dramatic failure involves Jocelyn digging up floorboards, though that might be appropriate. Okay.
Hundreds of mice in the walls.
Yeah. So I think, okay, if you want the beat and want to be to make it a dramatic failure, she's certain she hears like squirrels or something in the walls, and that's really going to take her focus for a lot of the scene. As she just like obsessively tries to find this thing, knocking on different bits to try to like spook them and make them move somewhere else, looking for any opening where she could flush them out of there. Sound good?
Yeah, totally. They may have even taken something useful.
Yes, the squirrels in the wall. Okay. Kelly and Kelle. All right, the two of you working on sort of tossing the room in a sense, looking for little hidey holes and things like that. There's hold on, I want to make sure I do this in the right order.
Okay.
Okay. Isobel enacts her contract and looks into the mirror. She sees a door open and shut, and a squirrely-looking lineman sort of poke his head in and sort of cock it. Squirrely being grossly inappropriate, as he is much more avian in his beast-like appearance. But he does sort of, cock his head to the side like he's listening and so on, and then seemingly satisfied, he nods and steps over to his okay. Well, anyone looking in the mirror can see this.
Yeah, cool.
He walks up to the dresser and opens up his backpack and starts putting things out there. And it's stuff like, a phone and like just kind of assorted things he'd have in there. There's an empty pop bottle and stuff like that that he puts on there. Garbage, bus transfers, things like that, receipts. And then he looks in and you see him kind of reach his hand in and and pat something. And he kind of looks around. And walks over to the bed. And as you're seeing this happen, Brodie and Dale, who've been sort of doing their, what's a possible hiding spot? What's a hidden bit here? And so on. You've checked the bookshelves. Didn't seem to hide anything in the books, as far as you can tell. You've checked behind the dresser, but you guys have pulled out the drawers and kind of felt around up underneath there and so on. But as everyone's watching the mirror, it's about the same time that the two of you start looking at the bed, and after doing a proper search of the, lifting the mattress and so on, anyone in the mirror sees him lie down and pull himself under his bed. And
Okay.
then comes out. He looks around and waves his hand in a sort of dramatic fashion over it. And Isobel specifically notices a sort of shimmer over it. The two of you get to the bed and look under it, and it has slats underneath, and then one of those it's not the box spring, but it's just like that base thing, and the mattress sits on top. And that's it. Nothing there.
I don't believe it. Some kind of a charm or a spell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be. Why else would he pull himself under the bed?
I don't know. Maybe there's monsters. I'll check.
No monsters.
I mean, we're the only
Not right now.
monsters in here, I'm sure, but okay.
Okay, we'll do the Naruto hands that he just did.
Oh, I can do that. I don't know what he was doing. What, I was just supposed to go over the bed, and she's gonna go.
It'd be pretty
over the bed.
hilarious if you did that in something.
I mean, why not? I mean, it's like, there we go.
I mean, with flailing enough, you might just get it.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
ta-da.
This only shows us one moment in time. He may
Exactly.
have taken it out at some point as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If he had something, that's where he'd probably have stashed it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
I mean, does it feel like there's nothing under there? I mean, just because.
Okay, just hold on. I'm gonna lift the bed.
Yeah.
Just gonna grab a corner of it and just lift it.
Okay. All right. All
right.
I want to
Look.
Yeah.
Just
I'm looking. Just gonna
lean under a little more.
Haha. I'm doing this quickly.
Okay. I want to look at something here.
So that's where the cups and bowls have been disappeared to.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't-
Oh wait, no, he was a
Don't-
bird,
Don't
right?
touch that sock.
yeah.
Silverware and rings
Yes.
and
Shiny bits.
Shiny
coins.
things. Yes. Like my kitten. There's tinsel balls under there.
Doc is in the hallway, or
Doc is in the hallway.
while they're doing their thing and lifting stuff up. Bo's gonna be rubbing his head. He's gonna walk up to Doc and be like,
Good, I
think I broke your doorknob.
What?
I got a little confused. Thought you were suspicious, and I'm not a. I've been reading like. I've been like reading like Sherlock Holmes stuff lately, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna investigate and look around, and I guess I'm not quite the lockpick I thought I was. But instead of hiding it from you, I'm calmed down now. Cliff did the mourning, the headbutt of mourning with me, and I'll replace your lock.
Thanks.
No problem, man. And I'll pat him on the shoulder.
Oh boy.
One thing to just in case, by spending a point of willpower, any changeling suffering fewer than half their clarity level in clarity damage can make a kenning roll to basically like figure out magical stuff around them. Let me just pull it up again. So you roll. That's so funny. I would have thought it'd be clarity. We're going to say it's clarity. So you roll your clarity, and it will reveal the presence of supernatural creatures, items, or active effects, if any are present. So in terms of that, like, how do I figure out, can I just wave my hands around? Well, you can just wave your hands around, and then make that roll and possibly reveal anything that may be hidden, if that is something you choose to do. But you would all know how to do that. And so someone suffered clarity loss, you're all...
I'll roll. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it says that you have to spend a point of willpower. The story rolls the character's current clarity in secret to detect the presence.
Yeah, I do that. Yes.
You do that. That's
Thank
a
you.
you
Why did
thing.
I-
I'll spend.
It's late.
I'll spend the willpower.
And what's your
So-
clarity?
All of us can do this?
5.
Interesting.
Everyone can.
I have more willpower than I've like ever had ever. So
Okay.
that's it. Let's go.
Yes, there is something supernatural, some sort of magic masking that space.
You set something up. It's definitely obfuscated. I don't know if I can tell.
Should I put the bed down?
Is it on under the bed, on the bed area?
It is on the underside of the
No,
bed.
keep it up. Keep it
Okay,
up. I want to
hold
see
on.
if I can figure this out.
I'm just gonna flip it against the wall like a Murphy bed,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Makes it a bit easier.
and then just kind of hold it so it doesn't fall over on Dale.
Yeah, that's most sense.
Is there an occult investigation I can, or something?
Yeah, let's make it a wits an investigation, standard investigation, just because you know it's there's something.
There's
Something like
something. I just can't see it. Oh, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna spend one. Oh, can I spend another willpower? I guess
Yeah.
so. It's a different roll. Okay.
Mhm.
Thanks. Let's do it. Burning through it though. Yeah. Now let me see. Oh, investigation. You said. Oh, it is one of my professional training ones though. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that means. Sorry.
Well,
game.
what's the level? I
It's-
have it up. What's the level you
Oh.
have?
4.
Okay, so 9s are 9 and 10 again is roll again.
9 and 10 again. Okay, I got an 8. I was just wondering if an 8 was roll again, but no, it's not. But
So
1 success.
1 success, an 8. Okay. All right, digging through
So
there
many
and trying
ones.
to sort of cut your way through the magic. You still can't see it, but you feel something. You feel something underneath. It's like an envelope.
Oh. Can I like touch it, pick it up?
I don't see why not.
All right, I'm gonna do so.
That's exactly what it is.
It's
an envelope.
Aha. Can I see it now?
Yeah.
Okay,
now it's
perfect.
visible to everybody in the room.
Oh, good stuff.
Aha. I knew there had to be something
Alright.
under there.
Huh.
That was a good idea. It's just very hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay.
The forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, it opens. It's an envelope.
What's it got?
It has a slip of paper inside.
Mm.
Let's check it out.
All right. And you open it. And we'll pause there.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Cliffhangers. Love it.
Let's hang that cliff.
Oh,
The
Not
envelope.
our cliff, the other cliff. The
yeah.
narrative.
Oh no, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's hang off Rock Boy.
No,
Yeah.
Rock
He has
I already
such
did.
strong
amazing.
hands.
Mm.
Such strong hands.
And the curtain closes on episode 2 of The Lot of Liars.
Nice.
Okay.
I didn't succeed a single aspiration. I need to do different next time.
Yeah.
Well,
same.
I believe
I got all
Cal
mine.
cleared all of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
Like,
I
hooray.
used my failures for they were if it's okay to share a little
Do
bit.
it. Yeah.
One was take responsibility for something bad, even if you didn't do it. In this case, I did.
I do good.
That makes it
I
easy.
did. the thing.
One was accuse somebody of involvement in the murder.
Oh.
Oh, way to game that.
And one was
Nice.
headbutt someone.
Oh my
I
god.
remember you
Oh
mentioning
my
the headbutt
God.
someone.
Amazing.
And I needed to take damage, and I knew that Cliff was in summer court as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that I could move things around. Might as well try, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I
Wow. Heck.
only got one last time, but I got them all this time.
You that's 5. Oh,
Yeah.
4 beats?
Well, we
I
got
think-
someone bought us
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So everyone gets
So-
1 beat from that.
Everybody gets
Nice.
one. right.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets another from the session.
Yay!
And everyone gets 1 per dramatic failure that they made a dramatic
I
failure.
didn't make it dramatic.
I did not.
And
Not today.
everyone gets
Not
1
today.
per aspiration
No.
completed.
Not today.
So 1 from session, 1 from
By-
chat,
Yeah, chat.
and 3 for a whole experience.
Wow. Good job.
Yeah, I neither made it rain nor went swimming, but that's
Hmm.
okay.
Oh,
I did not get in over my head.
not
Or
yet.
drain
You know
gland.
what?
Yeah.
That'll be next time. Next time you get into your head, and I will make it rain.
I feel like I'm immediately doing that for all of us, so have fun.
Nice. That sounds good. Pull me
Oh.
under.
Oh,
All right.
make it rain, but you
What's
could do that
our,
multiple ways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the
Like,
contract
actual
or whatever
rain.
it is.
Jo-
for
Jocelyn just has a contract that lets her swim in money like Scrooge McDuck.
yeah.
That'd be incredible.
Oh my
I can't
God.
spend it, but you can swim in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. All right.
What's our next date?
Our next date
March.
is the first Thursday in March, I think.
I
I think so.
thought we
Yeah.
said, yeah.
March 7th?
March 7th. Okay. All right. Well, that will be the last episode of winter, and we'll move on to spring after that. Why don't we let the delightful cast here sign off? Starting with Kelle.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks everybody for watching and joining in tonight. I'm Kelle from up the road. I was Dale Trooper, the the private eye who's not found anything yet. We're working on it and enjoying it. I have more ideas.
Good. All right. Next.
Thanks, Simon.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. Next, Kal.
Hello, everybody. This has been a fun session. I'd planned on playing Beauregard more, serious, but no, he's I like how this session went. I'm NeoCal on TikTok and like most things. You can come and see us on Transylvania Chronicles on Wednesday nights, and even do podcasting from time to time. Too Much Energon is my Transformer podcast, and the Lasercomb podcast is when I just review a random episode from a finished TV series. And that's been quite a trip, and it's been fun.
But not a finished TV series.
Not a Finnish TV series. Actually, no, in the rules, yeah. If you join the Patreon, you can make us watch a Finnish TV series.
Ooh,
It has
I
to
have
be
some.
finished.
I have some that are really good.
Really?
Of course you
Well,
do.
they're all
Yeah.
murder mysteries, but
Oh.
like it's
I
sometimes.
gather Finnish noir fits in the same sort of vein as Nordic noir.
And I noticed Kelly put Beauregard's little card on the Be Right Back screen as Beast Wars.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, because you're a beast. Rawr.
All right. Great. Next up, Amy.
That's me. Hi, I've been playing Jocelyn, who is probably going to be much more active in the next game, I think, because I think we're going to be into a lot more chaos from the sounds of it. Who knows? Maybe not. It'll be good, though. I'm excited.
Awesome. Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan, and I've been Isobel Gage, the weird, mystic, portents and visions character. I'm loving just being like, what contract can I use? What contract can I use? One of these days I'll use a loophole. You know what? That's going to be my aspiration. I actually
Use a
use a
loophole?
loophole, because I've just been
That's a good
eating
one.
up the glamour.
Nice.
In any case, I've been having such a good time. And thank you so much, Simon. It's been great.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. And last but not least, Kelly.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Brodie did stuff this game. That was nice. Unlike last game where I was so focused on getting the tech done that I didn't even speak like my tongue was a saucer. Oh, it's hard to go back to normal after Brodie because he got the thing.
I feel for him.
I feel for him too, man. It's rough. I can't wait to have my own forehead back. But thank you, Simon. That was a lot of fun. I will definitely have to retailer my aspirations for next game. But it's gonna be fun.
Sure. Awesome. Okay. And
I can't butt somebody.
yeah,
Make it happen.
I hear
I
it's
will.
popular. Brodie did kill a bush. That's
I did
true.
kill a bush.
yeah.
Again,
Recreationally.
for law enforcement who is listening, this is a stick person, not a yes.
Not a former
Okay.
president. No.
Nope. Or their family. All right, and I'm Simon. I was the storyteller for the game, and you can find me on various social things at Tabletop Almanac, doing reviews and games and hot takes or lukewarm takes, depending on your opinion. And I've had a blast. This is a great, excellent group to run for. to play with. And well, if you're watching, you know that. You've been here longer than I have. So join us the first Thursday of March, where we will return with episode 3 of Changeling the Lost, The Lot of Liars. And do we got sponsor stuff again?
We do. I gotta thank our patrons. So hey,
Oh,
everybody,
yeah, okay.
Dork Tales exists on the. It relies on you folks supporting us on Patreon. So thank you so much for all of you patrons out there. If you want to join them and see a bunch of additional content and work your way toward Christine's first ever game on the channel, that happens to be a Regency era D&D game. And I promise I will play someone named Lord Orkington, Lord Tuscamus Orkington. Okay, so definitely sign up. It's like a couple bucks a month. You can do it. I believe in you. I also believe in our amazing patrons, which I actually had to update 5 minutes ago because Kelowna a madman. But starting with our divine producer, my mom and stepdad, thank you so much. Our demonic producers, Precarious, Schulten, who's finally back from the edge of the universe, and Kelowna Curd, who just upgraded twice in 1 week. So thank you very much, Kelowna Curd, for being a demon/devil now. Our Wizards of the Patreon are down a member now, but we still have Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Sorcerer Sanguine. And of course, we have the High Council of the Patreon, which is Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Shefa Ladeth, Larook, Mike Baxter, and Iridian. Thank you so much for everything. Great amounts of love to you. Back to you, Simon.
Well, all right. I guess I really should save that part for after you thank the patrons. Well, that was our show. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time, everyone. Everyone, be well, stay safe, and be wonderful to each other.
Nice. It's better than what I would have said. I would have said, don't let the hedge bite you on the way out.
I mean, you gotta be careful because it will.
You never know.
If I'm being encouraged to be more snarky and cruel to the audience, I will.
Nice.
Next time.
It's a slippery slope.
Good night, everybody.
Good
The
night.
audience loves it.
Yeah, they do.
Game going on tabletop. I raid you, you raid us. We're good friends. We're very good friends. Let's go check out Dungeons and Dragons. There's a little stream called Critical Role. We could raid them. They've only got like 13,000 viewers.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Let's find somebody else to raid. Let's keep it going.
Insomnia Night
Yeah,
RPG.
they're doing
Insomnia Night.
Dragonlance
Okay.
Lance.
Ooh.
Oh, they're doing Dragonlance? Yeah, hell yeah, let's go.
That's what they say.
Yeah, nice.
Insomnia Night with
Insomnia Knight RPG.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know these guys.
Yeah.
Insomnia Night. Insomnia. What? Hard. What are you doing here? Get back to your bong. I don't know. Find a poetry stream. Yeah, fair. All right, let's go raid Insomnia Night because we don't sleep.
Nah.
Good to see you, Bam.
It feels like
Also,
it.
good photos recently, Bam. I've been enjoying watching your success at acting. It has been very inspiring. I'm inspired to do more acting. Hey, thanks for the raid, folks, and thank you for tuning in. Simon, thank you for running the game for us. It's always wonderful to play under you and to get a chance to play. That's also extra good for me. And I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm very sleep. Let's go and raid these folks in un, deux, trois. That's 3 for y'all. Bye.